Thank you, Robert. I like to imagine everybody's virtual smiles out there. So I will say on the way over here, I was actually attending the 9:45 service, and on the way over here, Peter Henry catches me and says, "You better do a good job or I'm going to cut you from the recorded service." So I guess I better do a good job. Maybe not.
That's not exactly what I said.
I'm the one with the mic here, so. All right, so good morning again. My name is Stephen Worley, and I am a member of the Stewardship Committee. On behalf of our committee, thank you for giving to the ministries of God through our church. You make a difference with every prayer raised, every act of service rendered, and every dollar given, so thank you. Thank you for answering the call that Jesus gives to all of his disciples to give as God has given to us. As disciples, we do this out of gratitude and with generosity. We give to the church, the body of Christ, which is the primary expression of God's love and grace. Last week in worship, Thomas Hazel asked each of us to take a moment to reflect on why we give to DCPC. Now, many of us know that giving is good for you. Studies have proven that it lowers blood pressure, it increases self-esteem, reduces depression, and lowers stress levels, contributes to a longer life, and is a factor in greater happiness and deeper satisfaction with life. The fact that the call to pattern our lives after God's giving not only blesses the world, but also blesses us in return, is yet another way that God is generous with us and the world. So as we give out of gratitude, this giving blesses us and the world is better for our financial support. Talk about a path towards transformation. During the stewardship season, some of you have taken time to share with us why you give to the ministries of God through DCPC. We want to take a moment today to share with you some of the answers the members of the church gave. Some of those of you in worship, you can actually find the graphic, or it's also referred as a word doodle, in our bulletin, and illustrates your answers. So those of you who might not be familiar with the word doodle, so the more that you've responded in kind, the larger the word gets. So it'll keep it in perspective for you. That same image is on the screen for those of you at home. As you can see, why people give to an organization such as DCPC is as unique as the people who answer the question, why give to Davidson College Presbyterian Church? Some of you give because it is your calling. Others seek to support our children and youth. Still others find comfort in our music. And still others think our missions make a difference. And some of you remind us that right now, you give to DCPC because it is a true expression of connection and community. Safety and refuge and powerful words to describe the ministry of our church, particularly right now. My wife Suzanne and I, we give to DCPC because we love this church. And we support the ministries of DCPC as a way for us to serve by example. Jesus' example, which is what we've been called to do by God. There are so many reasons why members and friends are walking the giving path of discipleship and give to DCPC as part of the walk with Jesus Christ. Whatever the reason you give to DCPC as we continue on the pathway to generosity together, please know that your giving deepens the gift of what we have in our community of faith. Giving to the church multiplies the impact of your giving as it joins with other expressions of gratitude to God. And your support giving extends the ministry beyond our own ministries and into the world. Again, thank you for giving and for being with us on this pathway to generosity. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen. I promise not to